The dangers of processed meats for liver health are not just a consequence of their high fat and sodium content. They also introduce harmful chemical preservatives into your system. Nitrates and nitrites, which are used to preserve processed meats, are converted into toxic compounds in the body that can damage liver cells. Over time, this builds up and leads to chronic inflammation, increasing the risk of serious conditions such as cirrhosis or liver failure. The liver becomes less efficient at detoxifying harmful substances and regulating blood sugar, which contributes to the development of fatty liver disease. Additionally, these saturated fats and chemicals interfere with your body's ability to properly metabolize nutrients. The liver, already burdened with excess fat and toxins, struggles to process glucose and fat, leading to insulin resistance. As insulin resistance worsens, the body accumulates more fat and sugar, creating a vicious cycle that only further damages the liver. It's not just about what you see on the outside. Processed meats can silently, and over time, destroy the liver's ability to function. If you want to protect your liver and prevent long-term damage, it's crucial to reduce processed meat consumption. Opting for healthier, fresh protein sources like lean meats, fish, or plant-based options can help safeguard your liver. The key lies in moderation and making more informed choices to minimize harmful additives in your diet. This section, along with the previous insights, serves as a powerful reminder of how food choices impact our liver health. While indulgence in processed and refined foods may seem harmless in the short term, the long-term consequences can be devastating. By choosing healthier alternatives, not only can you protect your liver, but also improve your overall health and vitality. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Number 9. Industrial sweets and candies. At first glance, indulging in a piece of chocolate or enjoying a candy might seem harmless, a simple pleasure in an otherwise chaotic world. But what if I told you that this small, fleeting joy might be silently sabotaging your health in ways you could never imagine? The cold, hard truth is that industrial sweets are one of the most insidious contributors to the growing epidemic of fatty liver disease, and their impact goes far beyond what most people realize. These sugary delights, packed with refined sugars, corn syrup, and fructose, are overwhelming your liver in a relentless assault. When we consume excessive amounts of sugar, something truly alarming happens. The liver, overwhelmed by this excess, is forced to process these substances quickly, often transforming them into fat. This fat begins to accumulate in the liver, a process that not only leads to liver fat buildup, but also triggers painful inflammation. The liver, which is supposed to be the body's detox powerhouse, becomes bogged down, struggling to function. The situation is made even worse by corn syrup, a pervasive sweetener found in nearly every candy and processed beverage. This vile ingredient has been linked to insulin resistance, and its devastating effect on the liver is beyond troubling. It doesn't stop there. Unlike glucose, which the body can use for energy, fructose, the sugar found in many of these industrial sweets, makes a beeline straight to your liver. Once it reaches its destination, the liver is forced to convert it into fat, exacerbating liver fat buildup and setting the stage for further damage. But the harm doesn't end with sugar alone. Many of these so-called treats also contain a cocktail of artificial colors, preservatives, and chemicals that only serve to push your liver to the breaking point. Have you ever truly paused to think about what these seemingly innocent indulgences are doing to your body in the long run? These industrial sweets, with their toxic mix of additives and sugar, are setting off a chain reaction of health disasters, contributing not only to fatty liver disease but also to other grave conditions like obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. What's even more chilling is the addictive nature of sugar. It's a vicious cycle. The more you consume, the more your body craves, until you're trapped in a never-ending loop of sugar addiction. The more you indulge, the more you damage your body, unknowingly digging yourself into a deeper hole. However, it's not all doom and gloom. There is a glimmer of hope for those who refuse to let go of their sweet tooth. Healthier alternatives do exist. Dark chocolate with a high percentage of cocoa can satisfy your cravings while being far gentler on your liver. Dried fruits without added sugars offer a more natural sweetness, and homemade treats made with natural sweeteners like honey or erythritol can provide a safer, more nourishing indulgence. So the next time you're tempted by that shiny wrapper or that sugary promise, remember, the choices you make today have the power to either protect or poison your liver and your overall health. Choose wisely, and your body will thank you for it. Number 8. Packaged snacks. Packaged snacks, with their irresistible crunch and addictively delicious flavors, are more than just a fleeting pleasure. They are a ticking time bomb for your liver's health. Whether it's a bag of crispy chips, salty pretzels, or sugary corn snacks, these foods have become a convenient, almost comforting staple in modern life. Yet, behind that momentary joy lies a darker reality, one that silently erodes your liver from within. These snacks are loaded with trans fats, refined oils, excessive sodium, and a toxic cocktail of chemical additives. With every bite, you unknowingly put immense strain on your liver, overloading it with substances it was never designed to process in such large quantities. The damage done by frequent consumption is insidious and often silent. While you might savor the crunch, your liver is quietly suffering. Over time, this constant assault can lead to persistent inflammation and a dangerous accumulation of fat in the liver, significantly raising your risk of developing fatty liver disease. Trans fats, in particular, are the true villains in this story. Unlike natural fats that the liver can metabolize efficiently, trans fats wreak havoc on the organ, forcing it to process these unnatural substances in a way that promotes fat deposits. These fats not only contribute to weight gain but also worsen insulin resistance, creating a vicious cycle that makes it even harder for the liver to filter out harmful toxins from the body. The toll on your liver doesn't stop there. If this harmful pattern continues, it can set the stage for more severe liver issues, such as liver fibrosis, a condition where scar tissue starts to replace healthy liver cells, impairing the organ's ability to function. On top of this, the excessive sodium content in these snacks is a double-edged sword. To keep them crisp and savory, food manufacturers pack in unnatural amounts of salt, along with flavor-enhancing chemicals like monosodium glutamate. While these additives make the snacks irresistible, they also lead to fluid retention and put an unbearable strain on the liver. The high sodium content doesn't just harm the liver, it can also elevate your blood pressure, creating a perfect storm that undermines both your cardiovascular and liver health. And then, of course, are the chemical additives, preservatives, artificial colorings, and stabilizers that extend the shelf life of these snacks. But these additives come at a heavy cost, as they require the liver to work overtime to neutralize and eliminate them from your body. The liver, overwhelmed by this constant barrage of chemicals, begins to lose its ability to detoxify effectively. This chronic overload leaves the body vulnerable to inflammation and liver diseases, setting the stage for more severe long-term health issues. If you truly care about your liver, it's crucial to drastically reduce or, better yet, eliminate these packaged snacks from your diet. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Number 7. Industrialized donuts and cakes. If there's one deadly combination that spells disaster for your liver, it's the pairing of sugar and fat. This toxic duo is exactly what makes industrialized donuts and cakes one of the most dangerous and deceptive foods you can consume. These delectable treats may seem harmless, even comforting, but they are, in reality, ticking time bombs for your liver. These foods are essentially calorie-packed bombs, teeming with trans fats, refined sugars, and bleached white flour. Individually, each of these ingredients poses a serious threat to your liver. Together, they form the perfect recipe for rapid fat accumulation and relentless liver inflammation, both of which can lead to lifelong health issues. The problem with industrial donuts and cakes is not just how mouth-wateringly delicious and addictive they are, it's that they have become an inescapable part of modern life. You'll find them in almost every corner store, at every social gathering, and even in your own kitchen, waiting to tempt you. These treats, with their golden brown crispiness, sugary glazes, and melt-in-your-mouth texture, create an almost irresistible urge to indulge. And because they're so readily available, they've become a daily temptation, a moment of fleeting comfort that's incredibly hard to avoid. But, as satisfying as that brief moment of sweetness feels, it's important to recognize the devastating effects that this seemingly innocent indulgence is having on your body, especially on your liver. At the heart of the problem are the trans fats found in these foods. These artificial fats, created to give donuts and cakes their desired crispy texture and to extend their shelf life, are one of the worst offenders for liver health. While they might make the pastries look appealing and give them that perfect crunch, they are doing irreparable damage to your liver. Trans fats raise your levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, while lowering your levels of good cholesterol, HDL, creating a dangerous imbalance that increases your risk for a variety of serious conditions, including fatty liver disease. Worse still, trans fats encourage the buildup of fat directly in the liver, where it can accumulate over time, turning into a harmful condition known as hepatic steatosis, fatty liver. The more you consume these trans fats, the more your liver becomes overwhelmed, triggering a cascade of chronic inflammation. This ongoing inflammation can ultimately lead to irreversible liver damage, including cirrhosis and even liver failure. But the danger doesn't stop with the trans fats. The sugar content in these treats is equally as harmful, if not worse. When you eat cakes and donuts, the excess sugar they contain floods into your bloodstream, where it's quickly sent to your liver. The liver is then forced to convert this excess sugar into fat, which intensifies the condition of fatty liver disease and exacerbates the damage already done by the trans fats. The more sugar you consume, the harder your liver has to work to process it, leading to an accumulation of fat that can impair its ability to function properly. This sugar overload not only makes it harder for your liver to detoxify the body, but also leads to insulin resistance, a condition where the liver becomes less responsive to the hormone insulin, making it even more difficult to regulate blood sugar and fat metabolism. But what's even more concerning is that these industrial donuts and cakes aren't just made with sugar and fat. They are packed with a host of chemical additives that further complicate the situation. From artificial colorings to preservatives and stabilizers, these ingredients are used to extend the shelf life and enhance the flavor of the pastries. While they might make the product look more appealing and stay fresh for longer, these additives require your liver to work overtime. The liver must break down and process these chemicals, which it wasn't designed to handle in such quantities. As a result, your liver becomes increasingly overloaded, and its natural detoxification capacity starts to diminish. This overload can lead to a gradual decline in liver function, leaving your body vulnerable to chronic inflammation and an increased risk of developing liver diseases. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut out cakes and donuts from your life entirely, but it's crucial to be mindful of what you're eating and how often you indulge. The reality is, these industrialized versions of your favorite sweet treats can have a devastating impact on your liver's health. But here's the good news. You don't have to deprive yourself of all the sweet pleasures life has to offer. The key is to take control of your health by choosing to make healthier, homemade versions of these indulgent foods. By swapping out refined sugars for natural sweeteners like honey or coconut sugar, replacing white flour with whole grains, and using healthier oils, you can create your own delicious cakes and donuts without the toxic additives or the damaging fats. With these simple changes, you can still satisfy your sweet tooth while keeping your liver safe from harm. You don't have to give up the joys of life's little pleasures, but you do have to make choices that protect your body in the long run. In the end, it's all about balance. By being aware of the impact these foods can have on your liver and making smarter choices, you can continue to enjoy the occasional donut or slice of cake without sacrificing your health. The power is in your hands to protect your liver, to indulge responsibly, and to savor life's sweet moments without compromising your well-being. Remember, it's never about completely depriving yourself, but rather about making choices that contribute to your long-term health and vitality. Number 6. White rice. You may find it hard to believe, but one of the most commonly consumed foods worldwide, white rice, can be a significant threat to your liver's health. Often considered a staple of daily meals, white rice is not as innocent as it seems. While it's easy to think of white rice as a harmless, basic carbohydrate, the truth is that it is a refined carbohydrate that causes rapid and often harmful spikes in blood glucose levels, setting off a cascade of negative effects on your liver. These glucose surges can lead to fat buildup in the liver, a critical factor in the development of fatty liver disease, one of the most pressing liver health issues of our time. When you consume white rice, its starch quickly breaks down into glucose, causing an immediate rise in blood sugar levels. This rapid change forces your pancreas to release large amounts of insulin to restore balance in your system. While this may seem like a normal response, repeated occurrences of such large insulin surges can eventually lead to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a major risk factor for fatty liver disease, a condition where fat accumulates in liver cells and interferes with the liver's vital detoxification and metabolic functions. It may not seem like a pressing issue at first, but over time, the repeated strain on your liver from these glucose spikes can cause your liver to accumulate fat uncontrollably, even if you don't notice immediate symptoms. But the danger doesn't stop there. Another significant problem with white rice is its complete lack of fiber. Fiber plays an essential role in slowing down the absorption of carbohydrates, helping to regulate blood sugar levels and providing a sense of fullness, so you don't overeat. Unlike brown rice, which is rich in fiber and other nutrients, white rice undergoes an extensive refining process that strips away most of its beneficial nutrients, including fiber. Without this essential component, white rice leaves you feeling less satisfied and more prone to overeating. This lack of satiety leads to excessive calorie consumption, which in turn increases the risk of weight gain, a major risk factor for liver disease. Over time, this weight gain can add more strain to an already vulnerable liver, leading to even more severe liver issues, including the potential development of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. Additionally, the impact of white rice on liver health can extend beyond just the accumulation of fat. Studies have shown that diets high in refined carbohydrates like white rice can increase the production of inflammatory substances in the body. These substances contribute to chronic inflammation, which plays a significant role in the development and progression of fatty liver disease and other liver complications. Essentially, by consuming too much white rice and other refined carbohydrates, you are fueling a process that exacerbates liver inflammation, hindering your liver's ability to function properly and detoxify your body effectively. This constant inflammatory state creates the perfect environment for liver disease to thrive, making it even harder for the body to heal and recover. The good news is that you don't have to cut out rice entirely to protect your liver. The solution is simple: swap out white rice for healthier, more nutrient-dense alternatives. Brown rice, for instance, is an excellent option. Packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals, brown rice helps stabilize blood sugar levels and provides lasting satiety, preventing overeating and unnecessary calorie consumption. The fiber in brown rice also aids in digestion and supports liver health by slowing the absorption of carbohydrates, which in turn minimizes the harmful insulin spikes that lead to fat buildup in the liver. Other great alternatives include quinoa and black rice, both of which offer a wealth of nutrients that support liver health while providing a rich, satisfying texture that can replace white rice in almost any dish. Incorporating these healthier rice alternatives into your meals is an easy and delicious way to support your liver's well-being. By making the switch to more nutrient-dense grains, you can maintain balanced blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and protect your liver from the harmful effects of refined carbohydrates. The choice is clear. Don't let the deceptively innocent white rice jeopardize your liver's health. Opt for whole grains and feel the difference in your energy, metabolism, and overall health. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Number 5. Processed meats. Sausages, ham, mortadella, and bacon. These savory, mouth-watering delights might seem innocent enough at first glance, a quick fix for hunger or the perfect addition to any meal. Their irresistible aroma, tantalizing flavor, and convenience make them easy to reach for. However, when it comes to the health of your liver, these processed meats are far more dangerous than you may realize. While they may appear as mere indulgences, they are some of the most harmful foods you can consume for long-term liver health, and their dangers are far-reaching. With each bite, you're not just satisfying a craving, you're putting your liver under immense strain. The truth is, processed meats are packed with unhealthy levels of saturated fats, sodium, and chemical preservatives, all of which make the liver's already difficult job of detoxification exponentially harder. Over time, frequent consumption of these processed products can lead to severe consequences for your liver, damage that can silently accumulate and worsen without noticeable symptoms until it's too late. These processed foods are among the worst culprits for liver disease because they are heavily refined and packed with chemicals that your liver is not equipped to handle. The more you consume, the more burden you place on this vital organ. One of the most alarming dangers of processed meats is the excessive sodium content they contain. Sodium is added not just for flavor, but also to preserve the meat and extend its shelf life. Unfortunately, this seemingly harmless ingredient wreaks havoc on your body. When you ingest processed meats, you're not only consuming the salt that's used to cure and season the meats, but you're also bombarding your liver with a flood of sodium. The liver is responsible for processing excess sodium, but when it's overloaded with salt, the consequences are far-reaching. This excess sodium leads to dangerous fluid retention and elevates your blood pressure, both of which place an enormous strain on your liver. Over time, this constant sodium overload can lead to a variety of complications, including a diminished ability of the liver to detoxify, putting your entire body at risk. But sodium isn't the only villain lurking in processed meats. The preservatives used to keep these products fresh and shelf-stable, such as nitrates and nitrites, pose even greater threats to your liver. These chemicals are used to maintain color, prevent bacterial growth, and extend the lifespan of the meat. However, once these nitrates and nitrites are consumed, they are metabolized in the body and can transform into highly toxic substances. These toxic compounds are particularly damaging to the liver, as they promote the formation of free radicals, which accelerate liver cell damage and inflammation. Chronic exposure to these harmful preservatives is directly linked to the development of severe liver diseases, including cirrhosis, a condition where healthy liver tissue is replaced by scar tissue, severely impairing liver function. The more often you consume processed meats, the higher the risk of these toxic substances accumulating in your system, leading to long-term liver damage that may eventually be irreversible. Saturated fats, another key component of processed meats, add to the devastating effects on liver health. Unlike healthy fats, which can offer protection when consumed in moderation, saturated fats from processed meats are extremely harmful. These unhealthy fats are not easily processed by the body and tend to accumulate in the liver over time. This accumulation of fat leads to fatty liver disease, which significantly impairs the liver's ability to function properly. As the fat builds up, the liver becomes inflamed, and its ability to detoxify your body slows down dramatically. The greater the accumulation of fat, the greater the risk of developing chronic inflammation and irreversible liver damage, including liver fibrosis, where scar tissue begins to replace healthy liver cells. The impact of these fats doesn't stop at liver health. These saturated fats can also interfere with your body's ability to metabolize nutrients and regulate blood sugar levels. This sets the stage for insulin resistance, a condition where the liver becomes less responsive to insulin, leading to higher levels of glucose and fat in the bloodstream. Insulin resistance is one of the key factors in the development of type 2 diabetes and can accelerate the progression of fatty liver disease. Essentially, each serving of processed meat is a double blow to your liver, first by directly adding fat to the organ, and second, by triggering insulin resistance, which makes it even harder for the liver to properly filter toxins and regulate blood sugar. Despite all these dangers, processed meats have become so embedded in our diets that they're often seen as a quick and convenient solution. They are easy to incorporate into any meal, whether it's a sandwich, a breakfast dish, or a salad topping. But the cost to your liver and overall health is simply too great to ignore. Protecting your liver means making a conscious decision to avoid these highly processed foods and choosing healthier alternatives. The good news is that there are plenty of options available. Opt for lean cuts of chicken, turkey, or fish, which provide high-quality protein without the harmful additives, fats, and preservatives. If you enjoy cold cuts, seek out natural, preservative-free options, or even consider preparing your own healthy deli meats at home. By making these simple switches, you can still enjoy flavorful meals without sacrificing your liver's health. Additionally, it's essential to prioritize a diet that is rich in whole, unprocessed foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. These nutrient-dense foods help reduce inflammation and promote optimal liver function. By nourishing your body with natural, wholesome ingredients, you're giving your liver the support it needs to detoxify and protect your body from the toxic effects of processed meats. Remember, the path to liver health begins with the choices you make every day. While processed meats may offer temporary satisfaction, the long-term harm they cause to your liver and overall health is not worth it. In the end, it's about taking control of your liver's health by making conscious choices that support its vitality. Cutting back on processed meats and replacing them with healthier, more nourishing alternatives is one of the most impactful changes you can make. Your liver will thank you, and your overall health will reap the benefits for years to come. Number 4. Industrialized pizza. Pizza, a food adored worldwide, universally comforting and delicious. Whether it's the cheesy, melty bite, the crispy crust, or the array of savory toppings, pizza is undeniably a crowd favorite. However, the industrialized version of pizza, often found in frozen forms or at fast food chains, hides silent, insidious dangers that can take a severe toll on your liver health. Beneath its crispy, cheesy exterior lies a concoction of refined flours, ultra-processed cheeses, unhealthy oils, and trans fats, making it a caloric and inflammatory time bomb for your body. Frequent consumption of industrialized pizza accelerates fat accumulation in the liver and worsens insulin resistance, two major contributors to the development of fatty liver disease, hepatic steatosis. The dough, an essential part of any pizza, is one of the most significant offenders. Industrialized pizza dough is often made from refined white flour, which, like white rice and white bread, has a high glycemic index. This means it rapidly converts into glucose in the blood, leading to a spike in blood sugar levels. The liver must work overtime to process this sugar, which can quickly turn into fat and accumulate within the liver over time. The liver's workload increases each time you consume these types of high glycemic foods, eventually leading to fatty deposits in the organ. While a single pizza might not seem harmful, the cumulative effect of frequent indulgence in this refined flour-drenched dough can significantly raise the risk of developing insulin resistance and, ultimately, fatty liver disease. But the trouble doesn't end with the dough. The cheeses used in most industrialized pizzas are far from wholesome. These ultra-processed cheeses are loaded with unhealthy saturated fats, which are inflammatory and contribute to fat buildup in the liver. The high fat content of these cheeses exacerbates liver inflammation, placing added pressure on the organ and making it harder for the liver to function at its optimal level. In addition to the unhealthy fats, these cheeses are packed with sodium, another major issue for your liver. Excess sodium from cheese and other ingredients on the pizza can cause fluid retention, raise blood pressure, and make it increasingly difficult for the liver to filter out toxins from your system. When the liver is overwhelmed by high levels of sodium, it struggles to perform its essential functions, including detoxification and waste elimination. Adding to the danger is the use of low-quality oils and trans fats in the preparation of industrialized pizza. These unhealthy fats are often present in the dough, pizza sauce, and industrial toppings. Trans fats are particularly harmful to liver health because they directly contribute to liver inflammation and fat buildup. They raise levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, and lower good cholesterol, HDL, creating a perfect storm for liver dysfunction. These artificial fats hinder the liver's regenerative abilities, slow down the detoxification process, and increase the likelihood of developing liver fibrosis, a stage in which the liver becomes scarred, making it unable to repair itself efficiently. Over time, this kind of inflammation can lead to severe liver diseases, including cirrhosis and even liver cancer. What makes industrialized pizza even more problematic is its ubiquity and convenience. It's available at nearly every corner, and its delicious taste is so addicting that it becomes a go-to meal for many. But while your taste buds may be satisfied in the short term, your liver will pay the price in the long run. The cumulative impact of consuming high glycemic refined carbohydrates, excessive sodium, unhealthy fats, and chemical additives from industrialized pizza takes a heavy toll on liver health over time. Fortunately, there is an alternative. Rather than continuing down the path of unhealthy, industrialized pizza, you can opt to make your own at home. By using whole grain or cauliflower-based crusts, which are much lower on the glycemic index and much richer in fiber, you can significantly reduce the stress placed on your liver. Choosing fresh, high-quality cheeses made with minimal additives and healthy fats like olive oil for the sauce can also make a substantial difference. You can top your pizza with fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and even healthier meats like grilled chicken or turkey to ensure you're nourishing your liver rather than overloading it with unhealthy ingredients. Making the switch to homemade pizza, where you control the ingredients, can allow you to enjoy this beloved dish without compromising your liver's health. In this way, you can still savor your favorite comfort food, but without putting your liver at risk of chronic inflammation and fatty liver disease. By making mindful choices about what goes into your pizza, you're taking control of your health and ensuring that your liver remains a strong, vital organ capable of keeping you feeling your best. In conclusion, while industrialized pizza may seem like a harmless indulgence, it poses serious risks to your liver health when consumed regularly. From refined flours to ultra-processed cheeses and unhealthy oils, these components create a perfect storm of toxins that can lead to liver damage. If you truly care about your liver's long-term health, it's essential to be aware of what you're putting into your body. By making simple substitutions and opting for healthier, homemade versions, you can continue to enjoy pizza without compromising your health. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Number 3. Fatty meats. There's no denying that fatty meats, like ribs, picanha, and pork ribs, are some of the most indulgent and flavorful dishes, a true centerpiece of many cultures' gastronomic traditions. Whether slow-cooked, grilled to perfection, or served sizzling hot, these cuts of meat are beloved for their rich taste and satisfying texture. But behind that mouth-watering exterior, excessive consumption of fatty meats poses significant and often hidden dangers, especially when it comes to liver health. While these meats may provide short-term enjoyment, they can cause long-term damage to one of the most vital organs in your body. Fatty meats are packed with saturated fats, which, while contributing to the rich flavor and texture, can wreak havoc on your liver when consumed in excess. These saturated fats are incredibly difficult for the liver to process, leading to fat accumulation within the organ itself. Over time, this buildup of fat can result in the liver becoming inflamed, a condition known as fatty liver disease or hepatic steatosis. As the liver struggles to metabolize these excess fats, its capacity to function effectively diminishes, setting the stage for even more serious complications. The overload of fat from these meats forces the liver to work overtime, burdening it with an overwhelming task that it was not designed to handle. This constant strain leads to inflammation within the liver, which, over time, can cause scarring and hinder the liver's ability to perform its crucial detoxification functions. The more fat the liver accumulates, the more inflamed it becomes, further escalating the risk of developing chronic liver diseases like cirrhosis, liver fibrosis, or even liver failure. The impact of these diseases can be life-threatening and irreversible, leaving the liver unable to regenerate or perform its essential tasks. The situation becomes even more concerning when you factor in the increase in insulin resistance that fatty meats can trigger. High levels of saturated fat in the diet are linked to insulin resistance, which makes it harder for the body to regulate blood sugar levels. As insulin resistance develops, the liver becomes less efficient at metabolizing sugars and fats, allowing more fat to accumulate within the organ and causing a vicious cycle that contributes to the worsening of fatty liver disease. Insulin resistance also increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, creating an even more dangerous combination for liver health. While enjoying these fatty meats as an occasional treat may not be harmful, their frequent inclusion in the diet can severely impact your liver's health. If you're someone who enjoys the rich taste and texture of fatty cuts, it's crucial to reduce your consumption and be mindful of the consequences. Instead of indulging in ribs, picanha, or pork ribs on a regular basis, consider switching to leaner cuts of meat, such as skinless chicken breast, lean cuts of beef, or fish. These leaner alternatives provide the protein and nutrients your body needs without the added burden of unhealthy fats. Additionally, incorporating more plant-based sources of protein, like legumes, tofu, and quinoa, can give your liver the relief it needs, as these foods are generally lower in saturated fats and contain beneficial nutrients that promote liver health. Foods rich in antioxidants, such as fruits and vegetables, can also help to combat the inflammation caused by fatty meats and support liver regeneration. By making healthier choices when it comes to meat consumption, you not only reduce the strain on your liver, but also significantly lower your risk of developing serious liver conditions down the road. Remember, it's not about completely eliminating the foods you love. It's about finding balance and making conscious, healthier decisions that support your liver and overall well-being in the long term. By opting for leaner meats, incorporating more plant-based foods, and reducing your intake of fatty cuts, you can continue to enjoy your meals without compromising your liver's health. Your liver works tirelessly to keep you healthy, so give it the support it deserves. Number 2. Fried foods. Fried foods, whether it's crispy fried chicken, golden fries, or indulgent fried pastries, are undeniably delicious, tempting, and often irresistible. However, what many don't realize is that these foods, which are beloved by so many, are among the most significant threats to liver health. While they may satisfy your cravings in the moment, the long-term consequences can be severe and damaging to your body's vital organ, the liver. When food is fried, it absorbs large amounts of oil, particularly unhealthy trans fats and saturated fats, both of which are deeply harmful to the liver. These fats create a toxic environment inside the body, leading to the accumulation of fat in the liver, a condition known as fatty liver disease. The liver, responsible for metabolizing fats, struggles to process these unhealthy fats, leading to inflammation within the organ. Over time, this ongoing inflammation can contribute to a cascade of liver problems, including insulin resistance, liver fibrosis, and ultimately, chronic liver disease. As the liver becomes more burdened by excess fat and inflammation, its ability to detoxify the body and regulate various metabolic processes becomes compromised, making it harder for the body to function optimally. But the danger doesn't stop with the fats alone. The process of frying also generates harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs, and acrylamide. These toxic substances form when food is subjected to high heat during frying, and they can severely increase oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress is a condition where there is an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants, leading to damage to the liver cells and other tissues. This oxidative damage accelerates the aging process of the liver and contributes to the progression of liver diseases. The more often you consume fried foods, the greater the cumulative effect of these damaging compounds on your liver. Moreover, many fried foods are cooked in reused oils. While this practice is common in restaurants and fast food chains, it significantly amplifies the harmful effects. When oils are reused, the concentration of toxic compounds, including trans fats, increases with each batch of food fried. The liver, which is responsible for detoxifying these toxins, becomes overwhelmed and struggles to process and eliminate the accumulated harmful substances from the body. As a result, the liver's detoxification ability becomes less efficient, which can impair the body's overall health and leave it vulnerable to the damaging effects of these accumulated toxins. The long-term effects of regularly consuming fried foods are frightening. Beyond contributing to fatty liver disease and liver inflammation, the increased intake of unhealthy fats and oxidative stress can also exacerbate other health conditions, such as obesity, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. The risk of developing insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes, is heightened by the constant burden fried foods place on the liver and other organs. Additionally, the overconsumption of fried foods can lead to weight gain, further intensifying the strain on the liver, as it struggles to process both excess fat and sugar in the body. For those who love the taste and texture of fried foods, it's important to acknowledge that healthier alternatives exist. Instead of continuing to indulge in deep-fried foods, consider switching to cooking methods that preserve the nutrients in your food without introducing harmful fats. Grilling, baking, and steaming are excellent cooking techniques that reduce fat intake and maintain the integrity of the food's nutrients. These methods are far less taxing on the liver, helping you maintain a healthy liver while still enjoying flavorful, satisfying meals. If you crave that crispy texture, an air fryer can be a game changer. By using little to no oil, an air fryer allows you to enjoy that satisfying crunch with far fewer harmful fats. Making these small but significant changes can have a profound impact on your liver's health. Reducing fried food consumption and opting for healthier cooking techniques helps prevent fat buildup in the liver, reduces inflammation, and lowers the risk of developing liver diseases. While the temptation of fried foods will always be there, being mindful of the long-term impact they have on your liver and overall health can guide you toward making better choices that will keep your liver functioning at its best. In conclusion, while fried foods may offer an irresistible, crispy indulgence, their negative effects on liver health cannot be overlooked. The excess trans fats, saturated fats, and harmful compounds generated during the frying process can lead to severe liver damage over time. By reducing fried foods in favor of healthier cooking methods and mindful choices, you can protect your liver from unnecessary strain and ensure that it remains strong and capable of detoxifying your body for years to come. Take control of your liver health today by making conscious decisions to nourish your body with the right foods and cooking methods. Your liver will thank you in the long run. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Number 1. The worst of them all. Alcohol. When it comes to substances that wreak havoc on the liver, alcohol stands as the most dangerous, relentless, and insidious of all. While the liver is designed to process small, moderate amounts of alcohol, the sheer volume of stress and damage caused by excessive drinking is overwhelming. The liver, which is one of the most resilient organs in the body, struggles to keep up when faced with regular and chronic alcohol consumption. Over time, this stress can lead to a multitude of severe liver conditions, ranging from fatty liver disease, alcoholic fatty liver, to cirrhosis, liver fibrosis, and even liver cancer. What starts as an innocent drink or a casual social habit can turn into a long-term battle for your liver, and the consequences can be life-threatening. The harmful effects of alcohol on the liver. Every time alcohol enters the body, the liver goes into action, utilizing enzymes to break it down. However, in the process of metabolizing alcohol, harmful byproducts are created, with one of the most toxic being acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is incredibly harmful to liver cells and is one of the leading causes of liver damage in those who consume alcohol regularly. Chronic exposure to acetaldehyde causes severe inflammation in the liver, and over time, this constant inflammation leads to the destruction of liver cells. As the liver cells continue to be damaged and inflamed, the liver struggles to repair itself, leading to a progressive decline in its function. What makes alcohol particularly dangerous is that it doesn't take years of heavy drinking for the damage to start accumulating. Even moderate drinking, if done regularly over the years, can contribute to the gradual degradation of liver health. When alcohol is consumed, the liver works to filter it out of the body. But the sheer amount of toxins and byproducts that need to be processed taxes the liver over time. Unlike other organs, the liver cannot completely recover from alcohol-induced damage in the same way it can from some other forms of injury. Therefore, each drink becomes another step in a vicious cycle of damage and inflammation that may never fully reverse. The different stages of liver damage due to alcohol. Alcohol's damaging effect on the liver progresses in stages, each more severe than the last, if the drinking continues. Alcoholic fatty liver disease, AFLD, the earliest stage of alcohol-related liver damage, where the liver begins to store excess fat as a result of alcohol consumption. This fat buildup doesn't show any immediate symptoms, making it easy to overlook. However, It marks the beginning of a dangerous journey that can quickly progress if drinking continues. If the liver is constantly burdened by alcohol, it can no longer metabolize the fats properly, leading to fat accumulation in the liver cells. This condition often goes unnoticed until more severe damage occurs. Alcoholic hepatitis. If excessive alcohol consumption continues, the liver begins to experience inflammation, alcoholic hepatitis. This stage of liver damage brings with it more noticeable symptoms, including jaundice, yellowing of the skin and eyes, fatigue, nausea, and abdominal pain. Inflammation becomes chronic, and the liver's ability to process toxins is impaired, leading to a toxic buildup in the body. If untreated, alcoholic hepatitis can lead to liver failure. Cirrhosis. If drinking continues to damage the liver, cirrhosis can develop. This is a stage in which the liver tissue becomes scarred and permanently damaged. Cirrhosis is irreversible, and the liver's ability to function is significantly compromised. Symptoms of cirrhosis include swollen abdomen, fatigue, confusion, and liver failure, which is fatal if left untreated. It is at this stage that many individuals may finally realize the extent of damage caused by alcohol. Liver cancer. In the most severe cases, cirrhosis can lead to liver cancer, a life-threatening condition that can occur when liver cells undergo genetic mutations due to prolonged damage and inflammation. Liver cancer is particularly difficult to treat and often requires a liver transplant if the damage is extensive. It's a devastating consequence of years of alcohol abuse, and once cancerous tumors have developed, the prognosis is poor. The cumulative nature of alcohol's impact. One of the most dangerous aspects of alcohol consumption is the fact that its effects on the liver are cumulative. Many people may believe that a few drinks here and there are harmless, especially if they're spaced out over time. However, what they don't realize is that the liver doesn't have a reset button. Each time alcohol is consumed, the liver processes it, but over time, this constant processing leads to gradual deterioration. The liver may be able to cope with the occasional drink, but regular consumption, even in moderate amounts, can eventually overwhelm its capacity to recover. This cumulative damage means that the liver has less time to heal between drinking episodes. It can't undo the damage done the previous night. And for people who drink every day, this leaves little to no time for the liver to recover before it's forced to process more alcohol. The result: a steady, slow progression toward liver disease. Binge drinking versus regular moderate consumption. Many people think that binge drinking is the most dangerous way to consume alcohol. While it's true that binge drinking can cause immediate and acute damage to the liver, even moderate drinking can still lead to chronic problems if done regularly. It's not just about drinking large quantities in a short period of time. It's about the constant, long-term burden alcohol places on the liver. Studies show that even moderate drinking, defined as 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men, over extended periods can still lead to liver damage. The liver simply doesn't have the ability to recover quickly enough to handle this continuous strain. Even though moderate drinking may not immediately cause obvious symptoms of liver damage, over time it can silently accelerate the development of liver conditions, including fatty liver and alcoholic hepatitis. The importance of cutting back or eliminating alcohol. If you care about preserving your liver's health, the most important step you can take is to either drastically reduce or completely eliminate alcohol from your lifestyle. There are countless benefits to cutting back on alcohol consumption, not just for your liver, but for your overall health. When you stop drinking or significantly reduce your intake, your liver gets the opportunity to heal. It's remarkable how quickly the liver can begin to repair itself once alcohol is removed from the equation. If you can't bring yourself to quit drinking altogether, it's crucial to limit alcohol to the recommended guidelines and take regular breaks from alcohol to give your liver time to recover. This doesn't mean you have to stop socializing or enjoying a glass of wine on occasion, but being mindful of how alcohol affects your liver's long-term health is essential. Limiting consumption to 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men, and taking regular alcohol-free days each week, can go a long way in protecting your liver from damage. As we've seen today, the foods we choose to eat have a profound impact on our liver health and overall well-being. From the hidden dangers of industrial sweets and packaged snacks to the harmful effects of processed meats and white rice, it's clear that we need to be mindful of what we put into our bodies. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are healthier alternatives and small changes we can make that will protect our liver and support our long-term health. So, what have you learned so far? What's one thing that stood out to you, and how will you bring it into practice in your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Together, we can make better choices and live healthier lives.